Hello everyone, this is the What to Expect at Jamtech for Volunteers video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you where you, presumably as a member of GADIG, but also to the outside public, can find the Jamtech link, how to upload it, and what you can do with it from there. So there's a limited amount of time, so we'll jump right into it. If you type in GADIG into Google, our website is actually the first link, which is really awesome. And when you come to our website, you'll see under the announcements there's a Jamtech download link. Highlight that link and go to that page. So we can overly sensitive mouse here. There we go. So once you get here, you'll see that there's this Jamtech adventure file. Click that and download. Okay, so the next step moving forward while it's downloading is make sure you open up a new Unity project. Now, I already have this window open. It can be any name, don't worry about that. Select 2D and then create project. So we got two things booting up at once. This is a very, very simple package, really awesome. So we had some fun with it earlier. And in this video, I should show you some of the cool, fun things you can do on the side, really silly things. So I will pause until it boots up completely. Okay, well, I'm back, and now we have a loaded up screen. So our next step here is we're going to go back to our package, make sure to grab it from the downloads bar, go to the Unity tab and drop it into the assets folder. So go on the decompress the package and you'll get a prompt up here showing you everything inside. Click import. So really simple. Basically all you're doing is you're taking our package and it's throwing it all into Unity. Exactly what it sounds like. The sound files will take the longest to import, something with their size, and they're compressed too, so they're just, sound is really big sometimes. Fun fact of the day. So hopefully this will download very quickly and we can jump right into the action. So before we even start messing with things, the quick part to start with is Unity takes the objects that we've created, but it won't set up the stages. So what we need to do, and this is quick and easy, and as long as you memorize it, it'll be a piece of cake. We'll probably instruct this to the children during the event, but we need to tell our Unity project what stages we have in the game, as well as make sure they're in the right order, because if they're in the wrong order, you'll go to the wrong stage from the wrong door. You'll see what I mean once we get hopping right into the game. So hopefully this won't take too much longer. I'll pause it once again, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so we finished recording here. We have a bunch of new folders now, which is really awesome, and we're going to go back over that. So first, to get our stages into the build, let's click the Scenes folder. You'll see there's 5 different stages here, and our job is just to put them in the right order. So if we go up in the upper left corner here, we have our file, build settings. So this is where we need to add our stages. So the first stage you want scroll, as you'll see here, which is scrolling text. Then you're going to want to get sample, which is sample stage or sample scene. Then you want to get platform, drag that in, win or win scene, and then death scene. And then you can close this. So as you are right now, you're ready to use the Jamtech package. So that is exactly what we'll do. I'm going to show you a quick playthrough of the Jamtech package. Keep in mind some music may be playing. I don't know what the mic will fully record, but it'll show you what we have so far. I'm going to be silent towards this quick playthrough, and then I'll explain the game in detail. So also, when you play the game, I'm going to start it up. I'm going to change the aspect ratio. You'll want to make sure you do the same thing while it plays. Alright, so here's the playthrough. Okay, so that should have given you a pretty good gist of the Jamtech package, because that's literally everything that is in there. So your first impression, and I hope this is your first impression, should be, wow, that actually wasn't that much. And that's true, because the people who are playing this game, aka the children, they should be trying to build more to the stage. They should feel a need to create more. So we're going to go off through, let's start with some simple things. First off, this stage scrolling text, that is what you saw where the text came up. Now you probably saw it had a very Mad Lib kind of look to it. Wasn't really completed. So if you go into the stage here and click this drop down arrow from the canvas in the text, you'll see on the right side here there's something called text. This is what that text was. All you want to do is make sure that you can help the children create a good story. Obviously make sure the language is good. You don't want them saying bad words or curse words. But you can go through here, and the basic gist is for them to change these areas with parentheses to say something else. So we're not going to go crazy into that and start editing it. We can deal with that later. I want to show you the more mechanical side of things. So first we have our sample stage here. This one will probably be messed with the least. If you're wondering, this background is following the character. That's why you don't see it surrounding the whole area. We simply have our main character here, who, because she has sound, is surrounded by that big microphone, so it's hard to see her. But the stage is really simple. There's platforms, there's our enemies, the Gumba and the invincible spicy crab, and a door that leads us to the next stage. So it's really the next stage that children are going to start messing with things. They might not touch this one as much, or they may touch it. We'll see. Okay, platform. This is the most important stage here. So, to give you guys some of the quick controls of how to move around, if there is a mouse and you press down on the scroll, that allows you to pan, and the scroll itself allows you to zoom in and out to make it easier for you to work with them. So, let's start off here. Our main character is there. We have some spikes, some platforms, reverse gravity zones, and a bouncy platform. The goal of the children is to have a need to make this stage larger. It's too short. So, first things first, this final door here, let's get rid of that. We don't need that there. If we go into our prefabs folder, we can see all the fun things we have access to. So the environment. Let's add a couple more things. Probably a grassy platform down there would be cool. How about an alien platform to change it up right there? And another grassy platform is pretty cool. But we want to keep things interesting. So let's make a reverse gravity platform here. Alright, it's starting to get somewhere. As you can see, all you really need to do is drag and drop. Obviously, a good stage has to have some collectibles, so let's make it that the reverse gravity lets you get to that gem. Or there's a gem for making the fall right down here, not going too far. Okay, we have some cool small things that we've added here. Now, if we go back to our prefabs folder, let's check out enemies here, the other cool one. Alright, the Gumbas are pretty cool. Let's have a nice little Gumba right here. I think he'll do fine. But we want this platform to be really intimidating, so we'll add another spicy crab. And let's add another spicy crab, just because they're such dangerous enemies. Alright, let's go back to our prefabs and add one more thing. We want the stage to end. So, let's add our final door here. Alright, that looks pretty good. So as you guys can see, this is really just simple drag and drop, as easy as can be. So let's test out the stage. To test it from where you are, all you have to do is click it on the scene. So these scenes are what switch between the stages, and we're on the platform stage. Alright, let's try it out. So as you can see in my playthrough, it's very, very difficult sometimes, and even I, great president, can fail on these stages. But I'm glad you saw this. As a game designer, your first instinct should be asking, did I die for a good reason? Was that death unnecessary? Obviously, these are big designer things, but we can worry about that later. Most of the children will be asking questions along these lines, how can I add this to the game? How can I make this cooler? Your goal is to show them how to be a good designer and how to make good stages like that. So I'll show a couple more things. So if you really want to get fancy, let's take our giant crab, or our spicy crab here, right? Spicy crab number 1. You know, I want something a little more intimidating. Let's have a little fun with this guy. Up here in the corner, we have these 4 tabs. So this one here is the pan, in case you don't want to use the mouse. This one allows us to move our crab. This one allows us to rotate things if we want to make it more interesting. And here's the one we want, the one that allows us to resize it. Let's create a nice, intimidating, giant, spicy crab. Oh, there we go. Let's move him around a bit. Make sure he's nice and big. Alright. And just to test him out, let's take our main character, who is named Player Shoot, and let us drag her over there. And test it out. Oh goodness. So our spicy crab is really large like we wanted, yet he ran into the door and then he stopped running. Why does that happen? Well, that's all in the spicy crab code. So, can I tell you how that was fixed immediately? Not quite. And that is why I'm bringing this up. Because I want you guys to be prepared that even though you've seen the logistics and some of the simple parts of this, you might not always know the answer to your question. So the goal now, in preparation, is to think, how would you respond to this question if a kid had a problem? Well, I can give you one quick free solution to give you an idea. Instead of trying to think of what went wrong with the code and what's happening with the character, think about it. That door is stopping it. So all we want to do, let's find that door, final door, and let's delete that. And just to fix it, we can add one more stage, and you put a final door there. There you go. Quick and easy problem solving. And you don't have to worry about how much you knew or what you do know. A couple more small things just to show you real quickly. If they want to mess with the sound in the stage, in every single stage you'll see this main camera here. That's what's interacting with the stage and playing the music. Every single one of them has an audio source here. If the players want to try out different music, or the children, we can go down here to our Sounds tab, Music. Alright, so we have our songs here, Help It, Jam, Junga, and Undone. You can go to Nicholas Black's SoundCloud, shoutouts to that, if you want to see it. It's alto. Alright, let us go to our main camera. Alright, we have Junga right now, but I might want to listen to Jam. Let's take Jam, drag it right in. So, like I said, as you can see, our game's getting a little more hectic. We have weird giant crabs. He's so powerful, he sends me flying. There's even more music. Let's have a little more fun with this thing. Let's do one more really fun thing for you guys to try out before the video ends. So real quickly, let's go to our Player Shoot. Alright, right now her bullets are friendly projectile right here. Let's click this circle here and select a different projectile. Let's make her shoot a Gumba. I think that'll be a little more interesting. Save us, Gumba! As you can see, the Gumbas come in and block our spicy crab. Alright, I'm a little low on time, so I have to wrap this up real quickly, but I hope this really helped ensure you guys of what we're going to do for Jamtech. If you have any other questions, please contact me. Email me, Facebook, cell phone, whatever you have to do. Until next time, guys, I hope this was a helpful video. Enjoy the rest of your day.